Hello, this is Lily coming at you from the Empowerment Unleashed channel. I have, completely by accident, stumbled into a conversation about life purpose, your soul purpose, as you're going to find out actually in this week's video, which is going to be uploaded this Thursday. So check that out. And soul purpose conversation has gotten a little bit tricky because when I talked about it and just touched a little bit about it in this video, I realized that I only talked about how it applied to me without giving you any tools and any ideas on how to start discovering your own life purpose. So that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to start focusing on, so I can bring some information that you can actually apply to your everyday life if you're living a life that is not aligned with your soul purpose. So I am on it, I promise. It's also called Your Life's Task by Robert Greene. A great book by him called Mastery is something that I would recommend you start reading today. It's a great exercise in finding out about your life purpose. But in the meantime, as I'm doing my research, I wanted to start something here on this channel that I'm going to be doing every week. And I'm going to call this like Soul Purpose Message of the Week. And I'm going to do this by using like some tarot cards. This is one, and this is other one, Goddess of the World. So these two cards that I just got in the mail from Amazon. So we're going to focus on what you should do today, how you can follow your soul's guidance so that you feel aligned with your soul purpose in your everyday tasks. We're not looking at the big picture. We're just looking at day by day, week by week application of your intuition and your soul guidance into your real life. Hope that makes sense. The question I'm going to answer is the push and pull love spread. So it's going to have three questions. First one is what brings you together. Second one is what pulls you apart. And the third one is what needs your attention. Again, the focus here is not on love connections. It's on your connection to your soul purpose. And to find out if you're aligned with your soul purpose, what is the thing that brings you together with your soul purpose? What is the thing that pulls you apart? And what needs your attention so you can be more aligned with it? That's the purpose of me pulling these cards. All right, here we go. This is going to be fun. I'm very excited. So let's see how I can interpret this for you guys. All right, the first card is going to answer the question, what brings you together? Here we go. The second one is going to answer the question, what pulls you apart? Here we go. And the last one is, what needs your attention? Oh, and then I'm also going to pull one more that's going to highlight the overall message. Here we go. And then once I'm done with this, I will give the overall message. All right, so the first question is what brings you together? And the answer that I got was detach. I'm going to read from the card. It says, you're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. So my understanding of this is that most of you are actually aligned with your soul purpose, that you're doing the thing that you're supposed to do. The problem is that you're holding on to it too tightly. You are not letting the universe do its thing, and you have this idea in your head and you're forcing the universe to do the thing that you want it. Like you want the universe to bring your vision exactly as it is in your head into the real world, rather than letting the universe work its magic. So the advice here is to detach. So the question we were asking is what brings you together. So you are definitely connected. That's a huge, huge plus sign. So most of you who are watching this reading right now are doing the thing you're supposed to do. So you just have to do it with a little bit more flow and ease and effortlessness so you can let the universe step in and you can detach your ego out of it. That's the message of the first card. The second question we are answering is what pulls you apart? So in my understanding, that's the thing that blocks you. So this is interesting. So the card we got here is surrender. Interesting. So I'm going to read again. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. My God, these two messages are so similar. So it's interesting. What brings the two of you and your soul purpose together is also the thing that pulls you apart. So while most of you are doing the thing that you're supposed to do, you're just doing it with a little too much ego, with just a little too much need to control, and making sure that what you want in your head is what happens out in the real world. And the message here clearly is to surrender and to detach. Trust that you're doing the thing that you are supposed to do. Detach from the outcome and let the universe bring you the results that you want. So congratulations, my friends. You are, for the most part, doing what's aligned with you so far. Now, the final card is what needs your attention. There you go. Create. Oh, I get the message. Okay. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever you feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. There you go. Okay, this makes sense to me. So the cards we got were detach, surrender, and create. So what does that mean? Because this is, according to me, this is what is the advice that's coming in connection to your soul purpose. Most of you are doing the thing that you want to do. That is your life's task, the thing that you have been deemed by the universe to do. Most of you are doing that. The problem is that most of you are holding it too tightly. I am absolutely guilty of doing that. I hold on to my wishes way too much. And I want the thing I wanted, and I want it now, and it drives me insane when I don't get it. So I most definitely am like in this pile of like detaching, not being able to detach, and not letting the universe come in. So what do you do when these two things happen, right? You can't detach and you can't surrender because you want the thing that you want that's so deeply ingrained in your soul. The advice from the universe is to create. How fantastic is that? So every time you feel the need of holding on to the thing that you want so desperately, just go out and create something. Like they said, express your creative side in whatever way feels best. So for me, like right now, creation is doing this YouTube video. Like I'm creating this message for you guys, right? For you, it could be cooking in the kitchen. It could be planting a tree in the backyard. It could be helping somebody read a book. You know, it could be audiobooks. It could be anything. It could be dancing, working out, gardening. Anything that gets your creative juices flowing. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be bulky. It could literally be like designing your wall, which is what I did this weekend. It's like I just made it even more pretty. So just letting your creative side out. Another fun activity to do is to just like get like an easel, and just like start writing affirmations on it, like abundance, those buzzwords, magnetism, power, creation. Those are all fantastic creative side buzzwords that feel great, and they uplift your vibration, and they also bring out your creative side because they get you out of your body and out of your mind and into your body. Yoga, by the way, a huge form of getting your creative side out. So anything that lets you create right here in the moment, so you can be out of your mind and into your body and live in the present moment, is what the universe is advising you to do right now. And I'm going to pull one final card here that's going to tie all of this together. Oops, it fell. We'll pick up the one that fell. Speak up. Oh, interesting. So what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. So speaking up. All right. Intuitively, instinctively, here's the message that I'm getting about speaking up. It seems to me that because most of you are doing the thing that you want to do, me included, but not getting the results that you want, there is a little bit of a bottleneck in your life because you're not able to express yourself. The purpose of soul purpose really is to allow ourselves to express ourselves to our greatest and our like fullest capacity. So when you are not getting the results that you desire, which is what cards like surrender and detach are saying, that you're not doing, that's why you're forcing it so the universe will bring it to you faster. What that creates is a bit of like frustration and irritation and like this disappointment and just almost like this desire of giving up, which I will tell you I literally woke up with this morning. So to me, the advice that's coming up here to speak up is to voice all of your frustrations and to let them out so they're not sitting in your body. So for me, the idea of speaking up literally is like you can vent those frustrations to your friends, whoever will listen. You can write them out in a journal, and you can do that exercise, which I'm sure all of you know, that you can just write what you are thinking. Write out all of your emotions on a piece of paper, and then by the end of it, when you're done writing and you feel complete, just burn that piece of paper down, like burn it safely, but just burn it. So that becomes a symbolic way of releasing all of your emotions. You can obviously move around, yoga, Pilates, cardio, walking, all of those, any kind of grounding exercises work great in releasing your emotions. As a recap, to me, what's being said right now in these messages is that you are absolutely aligned with your life's task. This may not be the overarching thing that you're supposed to do. This is absolutely the thing that you're supposed to be doing right now, and certainly you're supposed to be doing this week. So the advice here is to just do it easily, effortlessly, stay in the present moment, stay grounded, and create as much as you can, and let the universe step in to help you. Don't force, don't push. If something is not happening, trust that it will happen in its divine timing. And when all of those confusing and all of those frustrating emotions build up, just speak up so that these emotions are not trapped in your body. Speaking up and by writing our emotions out, we actually form a channel so that our mind can release whatever is trapped in there, and then we can allow new stories to download so that we can actually move forward and get actionable, intuitive guidance. That is the bottom line here, right? If once we stop forcing things to happen and we clear our mind and we settle down and we are grounded in the present moment, then the universe can really talk to us openly and freely and give us intuitive guidance so that we can take our next inspired action. And inspired action after inspired action is how you create an easy, effortless life. So this is my soul purpose message for this week. Oh, I'm actually going to do one goddess message. This is amazing. So this is an intuitive female goddess tarot card. It is called Goddesses of the World. Now, I purposely got this tarot card, or oracle cards, I believe. Sorry, this stuff is new. Oracle cards, because I want to encourage all women and men watching this to start tapping more into your feminine energy. We all have them. Our goal is to keep a balanced feminine and masculine energies within ourselves. So intuitive guidance mostly comes from our feminine side. So that's why I brought in these cards, which are the goddesses cards. So I'm going to see which goddess we can affirm to, pray to this week so that we can tap into more of our surrendering, detachment, and creating sides, as was recommended by the cards. All right, here we go. Let's see which goddess we can all tap into so that we can align ourselves more with the guidance of the universe and let inspired action happen. Let's see which goddess is coming up. Corn Mother. Interesting. Boy, oh boy, is she a pretty goddess. Okay, I'm going to read what she says. Corn Mother. Tend to your dreams. How synergistic is this? My goodness. Okay. Here's what it says. Embrace the spirit of Corn Mother, the North American goddess of fertility and abundance. Cultivate gratitude for the earth's gifts and tend to the seeds of your dreams. Let her energy inspire you to nurture your own growth and growth of those in your circle. So to me, this card feels like the card of the Empress, that Empress card in the tarot. So for me, intuitively, what I'm picking up here is to stay in connection and stay in touch with your visualizations. Don't give that up. Stay there, because that visualizing is the first step. And to me, that is the seeds of your dreams. Your mind, our mind, body, ether, the thing that is not in our body is where our dreams are first created. They're first created in the ether, then they come into our mind, and then they get manifested into the real world through our bodies, through our physical existence. So to me, what this is saying is that the more you tap into your visualizing of your dreams and your goals, the more inspired you're going to feel, the more open you're going to be to detaching and to surrendering to the universe, and that's going to create the space for the universe to bring in some inspired, divinely guided ideas so that you could take the next step forward in your life's purpose. I will be back next week with another message of the soul purpose. Again, the goal here is to keep you aligned with your soul's goals, your soul's purpose, so that you're taking inspired, aligned action and not forcing things to happen. So this is my spiritual side of it. I am absolutely going to work on more tangible and techniques that can be used into creating soul purpose and manifesting, tangibly creating that into our lives. Hopefully that made sense. I'll be back. In the meantime, remember, guys, you're the magic. Bye.